Hello, good morning everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect's uh, Legendary Edition on Insanity difficulty. Hello, Starscream, thank you for the lurk. Um, so today, I'm not sure how long this is gonna be, because it's mainly gonna be side missions that we've opened up from, completing Novaria. Um, Although we probably are going to get the Vermeer mission here as soon as we... But let's go ahead and talk to Peoples. First, let's grab our grenades. Our gel.
If you are here to talk about Benezia's death, you need not bother. She brought it upon herself.
You don't feel bad?
Don't pretend it doesn't bother you. She was your mother.
She was. But she was not. I prefer to remember Benezia as she used to be, before she was corrupted by Sovereign's power.
Well, she's still with you.
The best of your mother lives on in you. Her determination, her intelligence, her strength.
That is kind of you to say. I appreciate your concern, but I am fine. Benezia chose her path, just as I have chosen mine. I am with you until the end, Shepard.
Cool.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I probably should talk with her more, but I don't want to get into the romance arc with her, because we're tally all the way.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezia anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
What about the Rachni?
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Alright, well, how about personal input?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file, on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
Probably. Screw it.
All in triplicate, I'm sure. Did you want to see me?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
So what happened?
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. It was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
Well, what happened?
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt a girl, broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue Talon, right in my face. I cut loose. full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
Sounds like quite the jolt.
Tapping that deep must have shocked the hell out of you.
Not as much as it shocked Vernus. It killed him. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Fair enough.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Okay, well, let's head down below. And we can see if anybody else has things they want to say. Probably not, but who knows. Do you have anything
Looking
interesting
for
to
supplies?
buy?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Well, he's got all the master weapons. Sure, why not? I'll figure out who to give them to later.
Commander, I wanted to thank you
Thank me.
What for, Garrus?
for everything. Taking me with you, letting me be part of your team. I've learned a lot. I've thought a lot about what you've told me. About not sacrificing innocence to achieve the goal. About finding the best way through, not just the fastest. And I've been thinking about Dr. Saleon too. I'd convinced myself that he deserved to die, but then I started thinking about why I wanted him dead. I realized it wasn't because of what he did to those people. That was part of it, but I think most of it was because he got away from me. He
Yep.
escaped under my watch, and I didn't like that. I let it become personal.
Words mean nothing until you turn them into action, Garrus. What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm going back to CSEC. I think I can make a difference there. I'll also reapply for Spectre training, but I'll do it right. I won't compromise myself to get there. If the people I'm sworn to protect can't trust me, then I don't deserve to be the one protecting them.
That's great.
I'm glad
That's
to
how
see
it should
that
be.
way. Keep that in mind when we meet Saren.
Don't worry, Commander. I will.
Alright, so Garrus's dialogue tree is done.
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right?
Yep.
They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. If you haven't talked to Dr. Tassoni, you probably should. She just lost her mom. That has to hurt. Just saying, Skipper.
Mm-hmm.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Again, we're not getting too close to Ash because of multiple reasons. Namely because I don't want to accidentally trigger romance. Although, due to other reasons, it probably won't be as debilitating as, say, if I accidentally trigger one with Liara.
Never a dull moment with you, Shepard.
You ever go on any missions like ours before?
Saving the galaxy from certain destruction? No. But I've had my share of adventures.
Do tell?
Do you remember any that stick out?
A few. I remember one time I was hired by a Volus diplomat. What an ass.
I guess even politicians have need of mercs from time to time, huh?
Time to time. If it wasn't for politicians, I'd be out of work.
Yep.
They're always looking for ways to get ahead. This one was no different. He wanted me to erase his past. Get rid of an old friend who knew too much. Huh. His old friend turned out to be an Asari commando.
Gee.
I can see why that might give you pause.
What? No. Alina and I were old friends. Sort of. We met when we were both contracted to kill the same Turian. Neither of us wanted the other one to get him first. We spent more time fighting each other than tracking that Turian.
She was a merc, huh?
An Asari Commando mercenary? That's unusual, isn't it?
I wouldn't say it's unusual. Mercs come in all shapes. Anyway, when I told Alina about the diplomat's contract, she and I had a good laugh about it.
Then what?
So what did you do?
Well, I was going to lose the contract, but I respected Alina. In the end, I let her pick the location where we'd fight. She chose some old Solarian space station overrun with mercs and smugglers. That way we didn't have to worry about hurting any innocent bystanders. She always was a bit of a softie.
So what about the fight?
What happened on the station?
What didn't happen? For 2 days I chased her through that station, used my entire store of ammunition, had to kill a bunch of mercs and use their crap weapons. By the 3rd day, the station was barely holding together. The mercs were dead or gone, life support was failing, but I had her. She'd locked herself in the med labs. She was trying to patch herself up. Damn tough, that one. Then just when I thought I had her, the station's core went critical. Barely made it back to my ship in time.
Did Alina get out?
I assume the Asari Commando didn't make it?
I watched the station from a distance. I never saw her leave. And when that place blew, there was nothing left larger than a Turian's right nut. So I headed back to the diplomat to give him the good news and collect my pay. But before I got halfway there, Alina sent me a message. Better luck next time. Now, I'm not superstitious, but if someone can survive that, well, they deserve to live. At least for a bit longer.
What about the Volus?
What about the diplomat? He wanted her dead.
I told him the truth. Alina was still alive and she was really pissed. I told him if he wanted to live, he'd need me around to protect him.
So you told him that.
And he believed you.
He kept me on as his personal guard until he died. Natural causes. Easiest job I've ever had. A little boring, but credits are credits.
How long have you been a merc?
Long enough. I took my first contract right after I left my home system. It's good work. It doesn't kill you.
You like it then?
I get the feeling you enjoy your work.
Sure. You get to see the galaxy on someone else's credits, and most days end with a good fight. I've tried more organized fighting, private armies and such, but it gets too messy. I fight best on my own, or in very small groups. I don't like people relying on me, and I bloody well don't like relying on them.
I see.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
So, there's actually kind of a fan theory about that story that Rex just told with Alina. Now, this was shot down by the writers of Mass Effect, which I think was stupid of them to do so. But the theory goes that Alina, the Asari commando that Rex tussled with, may have actually been Arya Talok. Because she mentions a very similar story fighting with a Krogan and escaping. And she also is fond of saying the same thing that Alina used to say. So, people are like, are they the same person? And then the lead writer's like, oh yeah, no, they weren't. Instead of, realizing that no, they weren't, but that's a great theory. It doesn't alter the plot anyway. It's just a nice little connection. Yeah, we'll go ahead and accept that. No, they're just like, no, it doesn't make it. Yeah. So. Alright, I think Tally's dialogue tree is done, but we can double check.
Hey, Shepard. You need something?
I should go.
See you later.
Alright. Yeah, Tally doesn't have a lot of dialogue other than just exposition dump, and I'm not going to subject you guys to that. Since you guys should all know it by now. I think Joker has a one-liner. And we also need to go back to the Citadel to debrief with Anderson and Udina.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
Alright. Let's grab that. I'm pretty sure as soon as we try and open up the galaxy map, the council's gonna call.
Good timing, Commander.
Yep.
We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
It's gonna be the council giving us the Vermeer mission, which we are going to ignore for a while.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Sounds serious.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
Okay, well, thanks for the info.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Okay. Well, we are officially done with this cluster. Now, a new cluster opened up, Styx Theta. We're gonna head there after we're done with the Citadel. Because There's rumors and reports of Rachni sightings. We're gonna take a look at that. All right. I'm pretty sure there's nothing for us to really buy, but we're gonna look. Let's bring in Garrus and Tally.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged.
Okay, we can get pulse rifle. Excuse me. Hello, Sovereign. Welcome to Stram. Will Tally ever be using the Black Widow? Probably not,
The
but
commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Victor has a little bit of a bias towards her, so. And by bias, I mean crush.
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tally.
As the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a mistake.
You get him, Tally. Alright. Presidium. Embassies. Apparently, there's a unique dialogue with Udina and Anderson after every time you do a main story mission. I never knew this before because I never bothered to talk to Udina ever again. But
Your Noveria report raised a few eyebrows in the council, Shepard. I can't believe you let that queen live. There's a reason their species was nearly wiped out. You should have finished them off.
This queen isn't like the others. She's not interested in conquest or war.
Really? I'm glad you're an expert in a species we know virtually nothing about. I hope we're both still around in 50 years to see if you're right.
oh, I will be.
Genocide of an entire
You won't.
species is a terrible tragedy, Ambassador. Shepard did the right thing.
Fine. I'll just tell everyone we figured it was a good idea to release a fertile Rachni queen in the wilds of Noveria. I'm sure nobody will have a problem with that.
Go jump on a, I don't know, warp core. But yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Dina. I know Tally and I and Garrus, if you weren't traitor stick bad. Yes, he does have a little bit of a point, but by the same token, that's a good place. Yeah. But no, when he says, I hope we'll still be around in 50 years to see if we're right. I'm like, well, Udina, Tally, Garrus, and I will definitely be around in 50 years. You won't, though. Caden will make sure of that.
Welcome to the Presidium.
No thanks. Alright, back to the Normandy. But yeah, usually when I do Mass Effect 3 on my more Paragon playthroughs, I usually let the Vermeer survivor, which is usually Caden, take care of Udina. More or less as a, you want the Spectre position, you gotta make the tough calls. I use it as a test. Now I'm on more Renegade playthroughs. I take the shot. Because it's mine. How dare anyone steal my vengeance against a betrayer. Anyway. Alright, now we're gonna go deal with the 6 Theta cluster. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Acheron system first. We've got 2 anomalies. I forgot. Did we have Tally with us? No, it was Liara and Garrus for Novaria. So we're gonna bring Tally to fight some Rachni, just because, you know, she needs to. And we'll bring Rex because, you know, he probably has some aggression to get rid of. Altair. Altair is an exceptional form of planet called a Roche world. Put simply, it is one half of a pair of small and unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altair and Ante, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. This does not mean that one could fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres, and dust from one can often be found on the other. Both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. The surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rock, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Ante create constant heavy wind. So, atmospheric pressure is about Earth standard, surface gravity is about Earth standard, the day is fucking long, about twice what it is. And surface temperature is a bit warm for Earth, average, but nothing crazy. .8, so yeah, it's hot, but it's not gonna kill you. Alright. So let's bring in Uncle Rex and Tally. Also, let's see what Rex is equipped with. Okay, Rex has... Let's give him the Spectre rifle. He's got the Claymore shotgun, so we'll keep that. Sniper rifle. Let's go ahead and give him the Black Widow. Where is it? There. No, that's a pistol. Oh, pistol. Okay. Alright, there we go. Bionic Savant 9. Good, and he's got Colossus 9. Okay. Tally has Savant 10. So I'm not worried about that. Alright. Okay, so we've got mineral deposits that we don't need anymore. We've got Arachni here, Anomaly here, and debris. So what we're going to do is we're going to ignore these because we don't need it anymore. And we're going to go to this debris pile, pick up the loot, smash some bugs, check out this anomaly, and then clear out the listening post. Crash probe. Take all. So how's everyone this weekend been going so far? Since, you know, there's not really much going on in the game at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna need that's some controller up. Discussing the fine minutiae of never having Pizza Hut pizza. Never had Pizza Hut, huh? It's not a bad pizza. It's definitely on more of the cheaper side. Not as cheap as, say, Little Caesars, but don't live near enough one for delivery, and the nearest one is far enough away for me to shrug and sneak out closer. I mean, yeah, that's fair. I live close to quite a few pizza places. My favorite, I don't think, goes out to where you are, but it's called Marco's. Think of it like Pizza Hut, but or Papa John's, but they actually care a little bit more. It's a little bit more expensive, but the quality is a lot better. So, but it's not like gourmet or anything. These things are more dangerous than the threshers. I prefer Marco's to Papa John's, but that may be because Bro Raz used to work for Papa John's for a while, and that's all he would bring back. It's like, okay, this was great, but I want something different. Must be on insanity because on the lower difficulties, the main cannon of these things will just smoke the Arachni. Not so much here. Accurate with that damn spit. Okay, here we go. Alright, now that that Arachni battle's over, go ahead and put the controller down. Yeah, if around here, if you want like gourmet pizza, you go to Minsky's, but you're gonna pay. The old saying, you get what you pay for. Yeah, it's true. Can I see more Arachni? Teaser zealous. More writings. I don't need writings. Alright, we're gonna be fighting more bugs, so... Alright. Next side. Okay. It's like super fresh ingredients, hand rolled dough, handmade sauce. Yeah, that sounds like Minsky's. Alright. Yeah, I know, right? Bug fight, here we come. Alright, they both have their shotguns on. Good.
I smell trouble.
Perimeter secured.
Well, that wasn't too bad. I had a harder time in the Mako. I don't know why I'm putting barrier on, because the Arachnite will just cut straight through it. Guess you're playing this on Super. No, it's mainly habit. I just put the barrier on. Savon X Biotic Amp. Well, guess what, Rex? There you go. And then in Pharos, once we get to the Thorian, the barrier's not going to help either. Because fucking creepers just use poison spit too.
Mayday! 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 This is Lieutenant Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Alright, well.
According to this, they received a supply ship just 2 days ago. The Rachni must have attacked since then.
I don't like this.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
One moment. These things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
Wherever it is, there's probably more Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Right.
The Rachni infestation on Alte seems to be the result of a supply drop from Argus Row. The logs downloaded from the freighter should allow you to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. Hey, we got our final level up! We got 3 points. What should we put them in? We could max out Bastion, but we don't really have anything in stasis. Hi, Floof! Welcome to Stram! How are you doing? We could try putting him in stasis, but I hate stasis. Do throw. First aid. You know what we're gonna put him into? We're gonna put him into Intimidate. At least 2 of them, so we can get motivated buyers, so we can sell things better. And I guess I'll put that one into Bastion. All points into Intimidate. We're supposed to be a Boy Scout in this one, Floof. Let's put yours into Assault Rifle so you can get Advanced Overkill. And Tally. Do advanced AI hacking. And then one of dampening. Alright, map, return to Normandy. Oops. Okay, so we've got listening post Alpha in the Eberus system is reportedly being attacked by unidentified life forms, is requesting assistance. Which is the next system over? And we're basically going to be fighting more bugs. Prothean data is discovered. Scans of the planet Where Am I have turned up a few odd ratings. Chief Engineer Adams fine-tuned the scans and discovered an automated repair drone in orbit. Tally and Adams brought the drone on board to dismantle it and found a Prothean data disk in its core. Hello, Cross. You missed the first mission with the bugs, but still got 2 left. Heavy metal. Damn it. Okay. Nepmos. Nepmos is a resource-rich terrestrial world, somewhat larger than Earth, with a dense atmosphere of sulfur, dioxide, and argon. Nepmos' crust is very thin and unstable, not more than 8 kilometers deep in any location. Subsurface magma flows are a hazard to ground travel, and earthquakes are frequent. While heavy metals and radioactives are plentiful, this geological instability has deterred investment by mining concerns. An additional complication is that the Styx cluster lies uncomfortably close to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. This ring contains a great deal of molecular hydrogen, fueling the majority of the galaxy's star formation. This area is too dangerous to safely travel. So let's put a listening post down here. Day length is is about 3 times the length of an Earth day. Pressure's not that bad. Gravity's a little bit heavier. And the surface temperature is baking. Let's see here. 68.1 C to F. 154.58 degrees Fahrenheit. Lovely. Alright, let's see here. Let's bring Garrison and Ash so we can level them up. Alright, first, Ash has 3 points. Let's give her Master Overkill and Upper First Aid. Garrus. Let's get Dampening. And then his last one. Let's also put in Dampening. Alright. Okay, so we've got a number of things to do here. We've got some debris to loot here. We've got an anomaly here. Rachni Hive. Anomaly, and then the actual listening post. So what we're going to do So you're going to take care of this Arachni hive. Go to this anomaly. Go to this Arachni hive. Check out the anomaly. Go down to the listening post. And once we're done with the listening post, we'll take care of the debris because the final part of the mission should be right about here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Arachni hive taken care of. Medallion recovered. One of the miners had a League of One medallion. It's possible he discovered it while they were digging, but there's no way to know for certain. Alright, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we don't need to do any more fetch quests. And since we're at max level, we don't need to do any other things other than just the main part of the mission. So, forget this anomaly. Forget that Arachni hive. Let's just go here. We've completed all the fetch quests. Yay. We'll still get the debris because we can use the loot, but, Generator has been ripped apart by Arachni claws, leaving the defensive turrets inoperative. It would be possible to power the turrets off the Mako's engine, but this would make it impossible to drive or fire the Mako's own weapons. Alright, you guys... I want you on your sniper rifles.
First Lieutenant Durand, sir. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We're here to
I heard
help.
you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They
Nope.
dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You
Great.
bombard them. You take us out too.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
They're called Rachni. You get a supply ship in recently?
Yeah, but that was an Alliance ship, Commander. I mean, it was a drone, running on automatics. But what...
We've seen this before. It's a long story, Lieutenant.
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the man. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
Take the medical kit. Another medical kit and an upgrade kit. Five seconds. Garrus, I want you here.
You must die!
Ash, I want you there. Alright.
I will destroy you!
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh shit! big is this wave? I think we're good.
Holy hell, sir. Talk about a near-run thing. You all right?
How are you?
Never mind me. Are you all right?
Still on my feet. We've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right.
Really?
That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Take care of it.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses, Commander. Thanks.
Alright, so. Listening Point Alpha has been saved and the RAC-9 station was eradicated. The data you discovered at Listening Post Theta suggests that the RAC-9 infestation at both listening posts is originated at Depot Sigma 23 in the Gorgon system. You also received coordinates from a nearby RAC-9 base. And then here, the data you found at Listening Post Theta indicates that a supply ship came from Depot Sigma 23 in the Gorgon system, just before the attacks on Listening Post Alpha and Theta. The supply depot is likely where this RAC-9 infestation originated. So we're gonna go here. But in order to do that, we're gonna need to disconnect the Mako. I know how to drive. Done. Alright. Let's go get that debris pile first. Woo! Alright, so for this, I'm gonna want you guys on your assault rifles. Okay, as soon as we enter the base, I'm gonna have to quick save. Alright. Throw on the useless barrier. Okay.
We got them all, Shepard.
No, we didn't.
Clear.
Really wish I had, like, warp.
Clear.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Powering up. Clear. We got them all, Shepard.
All right.
Fire in the hole! Gun is near.
Area secure.
Okay, is there any first aid station around here? I'm gonna need to replenish my meta gel. Jesus.
Mid-gel deployed.
Perimeter secured.
Records of the Rachni War suggest brood warriors, the male-gendered Rachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Rachni on Nepmos. Walk it off, Garrus. You'll be fine.
All targets down.
Okay. Well, Let's go ahead and return to Normandy. But before we head out to the Argus Row cluster, we need to refill our Metagel because we've got 3 Metagel packs left. We'll grab a grenade. Okay, we've got both. Good. Okay. We'll do one final mission. Back to the Argus Row. Organ system. Alright. Unidentified space facility. This space station appears to have been assembled from the used off-the-shelf civilian ship modules of diverse origins. There are no obvious hull markings and is not broadcasting any ID signal. Alright, well. Game Liara, your turn to level up. Okay, let's go ahead and put yours into lift. Max out your lift. Put the last one into first aid. Kaden, what are you? Nexus 9. Let's give you a Savant 10. You have a Savant 9, okay. Alright. Alright, well, they've only got pistols, but we're close quarters anyway, so we should be fine. It's mostly probably going to be the little bugs, I think. Oh, that's a big one. There's the little ones. Okay. Okay, so we get this way. This way. Go around. Another Savantex. Well, let's just loot the place.
personal data recorder for Major Elena Flores.
Entry 1.
Play the first entry.
Sigma 23 is almost fully operational. The barracks and storage lockers are complete, and we've begun stocking the munitions. It's highly unlikely the Alliance will patrol in the nebula. I expect our only risk will be from pirates, and who'll believe them? Looks like we'll have space for 2 reinforced platoons of Cerberus commandos.
Cerberus, huh?
Cerberus. Is that a corporation?
No, it's a terrorist organization that you helped me avenge Admiral Kahoku from.
Play the second entry.
The package arrived today for field testing. I'm told they're fundamentally similar to the units being developed on Noveria. They promised this batch would be stable. Something about them developing in proximity to the master control unit. We detected some pirates setting up an anchorage in a neighboring system. I think we'll try deploying them there first.
Play the last entry.
They've escaped containment. Clever bastards. We treated them like animals. We should have treated them like POWs. They're spreading. Boarding the supply ships and sending them to random destinations. They'll be all over the cluster in a week. General, if you recover this message, my advice is, screw the Rachni. They're too smart. Use one of the other projects. Flores, signing off. For the final time.
Well, sounds like
It seems Binary Helix were not the only ones foolish enough to meddle with the Rachni.
I think Cerberus might have been funding Binary Helix before Saren was. Well,
let's go.
Anchorage, never named something that follows show that's named back a lot. Well, there's an actual city called Anchorage Cross. It's the largest city in Alaska, and it's actually a very key strategic point, geographically speaking. The escape Rachni definitely came from this station, though the motives behind this Cerberus group are vague. To prevent further contamination, arm the station's scuttle charges and evacuate to the Normandy. Alright, well. Rolling. Ow. Feel that scuttle charges for a secret place that does not exist are low-yield nuclear warheads for some reason. Probably because space. I mean, I was gonna say an antimatter charge, but sure, nuclear sounds good too. Alright. Leave the Normandy. Antimatter would be very thorough. It's like, oh, you're matter? You're gone. Alright, well. We've completed the Noveria side quests. It's almost been an hour and a half, which means we won't have enough time to actually start Pharos. There's the mini gel. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at our journal. We have no more side quests at the moment. We just have the race against time, which is find the conduit, but we can't do that quite yet. We've got Vermeer, which we could do, but that's absolute last thing we're gonna do before the end game. We could do Bring Down the Sky, but I like to do that after Pharos. So the next place we're gonna go is Pharos. which is not gonna be fun. I mean, it's never really fun anyway, because it's kind of boring. And the thorium part is a fucking slog. You vaguely believe in you. But on Insanity, the creeper breath or vomit is going to go right through our shields. Oh yeah, it's very bad on Super Hard. I expect some deaths. Which is why I'm going to be abusing the quick save. But Pharos will probably max out our Paragon meter. When in doubt, save scum. Exactly. But even though we only did some side quests, we did fully max out our level here. So these stats here, that is what Victor Shepard is going to be like in perpetuity. Let's go ahead and save. So that'll be it for today. Tomorrow, we're going to be playing Pokemon on Final Fantasy X by catching them all in Mount Gagazet. So we can finally unlock Yuna's Celestial Weapon. And then we'll be heading off to the desert to try and unlock Riku's. Next on... Yep, we're going to be fiend hunting. Wednesday, Floof and I will continue our playthrough of Remnant 2's final DLC. And there's a high possibility that we might be joined by Sen, because Sen has Remnant 2, and I didn't know it. And he's like, I want to play. Like, okay. And if I know anything about Sen's playthrough from Remnant from the Ashes, he's going to be a melee-focused class in a gun game. So, yeah, that'll be great. Then, Thursday, we're going to finish the Project Human Carrier run. Friday, we're going to start Batman Arkham Origins, and we'll see how quickly I get DMCA'd. Hopefully WB has calmed down on that. Saturday, we will continue Halo Wars in Arcadia. And next week, we're going to go to Pharos and totally not get dissolved by creeper vomit. So thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun, even though it was rather short. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody.